actually move on to another one because you're pretty much surrounded by the rest of Enigma Galaxy. And now that they are not, at their best this moment, it looks like one of the players come from D Savior. As long as they still have time now backing away from that situation. However, Joker coming from Gale right now, charging up against Alter Ego or AGONxI8.
Oh, Joker is the last man for Hale Esports though, so he cannot fail right now. But his health is just too low, and that simple spray from IQ from AGONxI8 easily took him down.
Oh man. Okay, Hale. They're always like the first team to go out from each of the matches, right? So they're not really doing a good job. Boycil was able to shut down Mondo from NB Esports. Mondo tried to dance it off, but yeah, he doesn't really have that much of a choice because he is, on the ground. But Boycil spots another play coming from NB right here. Now, Feast Boy! Wow, what a wonderful drop shot right here without any damage at all to himself. But you know what? Lapar is here to save the day.
Oh, Lapar came in at the right timing with the DBS. Rich on the other side providing cover fire support, but no longer playing the support role. Now Rich has to play the fragger role by taking the engagement onto Bigetron Red Villains.
And here we go. Rich, Lone Wolf. Oh man, it's gonna be tough for him, but it looks like he will go over to Sec to try and revive him, but Lapar knows exactly where he is going at this point. Now we can see that he is trying to do a spray up against Lapar, but yeah, he doesn't even have that much cover. But whoa, what a counter coming from NB Esports, was able to shut down Lapar for real. Now Boycil is the only player remaining that can make it happen, and yes sir, Bigetron Red Villains was able to survive that exchange.
And he's still able to pick up his teammate. So a good one there from him, but heavy casualty for Bigetron Red Villains. With only 2 players left. Now circle-wise, it looks like he moved towards Pachinki. So the fact that NIGMA Galaxy
would do a little bit of a gatekeeping, as well as DEWA United. I mean, they're heading towards the circle as well, coming from the west side, but they are very near MORPH GPX. Now, if we're going to be looking at XERXIA, okay, they still have a complete set of squad. I don't see any teams that would contest them as well. And so they're getting ready to head on to another location because it is already time for them to move and survey and just check for infos.
Yeah, let's see if they want to go straight into the middle, or if they still want to play like 3/4 by the circle just to try to stop teams from coming in. So that's another possible strategy if they want to find opportunity to take home elimination points. Megabyte tapping away. I'm not too sure what he sees, but it's not showing on our screen. Maybe it is Kagendra.
All right. I mean, we can see that XERXIA, they're just really taking their time and not really doing anything just yet. They don't want to go for the early engagements. Perhaps they would want to make sure that they get to the last few zones before they even begin rocking it out inside the map. PERSIJA EVOS, okay, so they are over here at the Gatka Mountain, which is, of course, an ideal spot, for any of the teams right here. But they have someone that can stop them, from taking control of the mountain, and that would be RRQ.
Yeah, RRQ hasn't been doing that well. They're currently at the second last place. Honestly, it's very unusual for me to see RRQ with a top performance. Plus, they are playing with Mebek.
Any of the players just yet. A lot of teams actually from this position passing them by, but it looks like PERSIJA decided to engage, and now Luxy finds himself on the ground.
Oh yeah, now Misery, same goes for him as well. Knockdown, leaving Zuxi alone. So Zuxi is going to go up against the Peko as well as Asa. It's going to be 2v1. Zuxi won't have the time to pick up his teammate. DBS gameplay in the face of Zuxi, but Zuxi Not going down without fight, and that's why he is one of the
Mm.
legendary players in the world of PUBG Mobile. But now he's going to face off against Nepeko, the MVP for RRQ. They're playing ring around the rosy at this moment. Nepeko has an M4 in hand. Molly will toss out to XERXIA, forcing him to move.
I'm pretty amazed at the fact that XERXIA knows how to evade the attack coming from Nerpeko. Unfortunately, that doesn't give him the time to recuperate, from the damage that he took. And therefore, Nerpeko just taking advantage. He knows he cannot let him out of his side. So there's a chance for RQ to revive the 3 remaining players so they can have enough manpower to deal with the rest of the teams that will absolutely challenge them up.
Yeah, the volley was well used as well to limit the play area for XERXIA, and that is how Nepeko finished him off. And of course, Nepeko had full health. I mean, that came with a 2v1 situation. Good advantage for him at that point. Speaking about advantages, Circle did shift away, and I did notice that there are a lot of teams on the right side making their way into the circle. So this space is going to be really interesting. Same goes for YOODO Alliance. They're starting to get into action as they got a knockdown to an opponent on the southern side, and that's going to be Farlak from AGONxI8.
Yeah, even though we have so many things that will be coming from the right side of the map, I do believe not everyone can actually get inside. United might face up with NIGMA Galaxy, and yeah, and also AGONxI8. So it's AGONxI8 that has been eliminated first, but T2K right now up against XERXIA, and we only have 2 players remaining on the side of XERXIA right there. Therefore, T2K just dominated that fight up against that team and teams.
RRQ, one of them knocked down, and that's going to be Nepeko. How far is he? Pretty decent. They can still go in to save him. But that's also a signal to Genesis Esports that, hey, you know what? Nepeko is down. Let's go in for it. And they are getting closer and closer towards RRQ. Hexas defending his ground by tossing nades towards Genesis Esports. But it's going to be Asa. Okay, now providing the cover fire. But DEWA United has to butt in, knocking down Hexas. And now it's going to be only Asa left.
Okay, DEWA United still racking up some points, and there's a big chance that they can assume points from Genesis as well as RRQ. So, good position. Good position, I can say. Yule seems to be separated from the rest of the team. I don't know what the game plan is right at this moment, but whatever their formula right now, it seems to be working out for them. But Genesis, man, they're really having a like a hard time getting inside, and Morph GPX is just like adding to the challenge.
Yeah, and to answer that question of how are they going to get in, looks like they're going to crash it onto Mob GPX. One of the knockdown, but a trade happened here. At the same time, on screen, we can see that Lord knocking down members of Bigetron Red Villains, one of them on their knees. And Lord, if we can get the second one, Lapar is kind of low as well, but Lapar tossing a nade into the shack. Lord is forced to move away, evaded the nade. Lucky enough for him.
Yeah, and also Yule was able to shut down West Carry with that distance right there. And now Raouf gets shut down as well. The good thing about this is that, okay, Ehon is already coming for him too. Now, this is a face-off between NIGMA Galaxy and DEWA United in this side, or like in this sewer right here.
Yeah, let's see what Lord can do about it, because now Raouf is on his knees, so it's down to Lord to try to take as many points as possible, potentially win the fight against DEWA United. Raouf, taken out by Chicho Galak. Lord is still alive, but now Lord, he seems to be still on the outside of the circle, so the blue might put pressure onto him. So all DEWA United needs to do is wait for Lord to come towards them.
Yes. I'm not even sure if Genesis knows that Lord is actually already out there in the open.